Hey guys, so today I am going to show you just how easy it is to make one of the Powerball sauces from my book. It is in the recipe book on page 122. We're going to make the cheesy cashew herb dressing. It is by far a favorite in cooking classes and at home, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to make this recipe. So the first thing we're starting with, and what makes it creamy, is cashews. So you want to make sure you soak your cashews for at least 4 hours to really break them down and get that soft, creamy texture. This also helps release phytic acid, which just makes the cashews easier for your body to digest and the nutrients more available for your body to absorb. If you forget to soak the cashews, don't worry, you don't have to. It's just going to be a little bit harder to get that really creamy consistency. You could also quick boil them. So just put them in a saucepan with a little bit of water, bring them up to a simmer and simmer them for about 20 minutes, and that will help soften the cashews as well. So we're going to add our cashews to the blender. And then next we're going to add our herbs. So you can add any combination of herbs you like. I like the combination of chives for that little bit of onion flavor, basil, because who doesn't like basil, for that Italian flair, and then cilantro. So it's basically like I went into an herb garden and picked everything that I could find. You could add dill, you could add tarragon, you could add really any kind of fresh herb that you have on hand. Parsley, delicious. So the next thing that we're going to add is our lemon juice. And I add lemon juice to just about all of my recipes because it really helps give it a nice, bright, fresh flavor and cuts through the richness of the cashews. Then we're going to add nutritional yeast. So in plant-based cooking, obviously we don't use cheese. So what do we do instead? Well, we use nutritional yeast. And I've gotten a few questions. Is it really necessary? What is nutritional yeast? So you don't have to use nutritional yeast. It would be delicious without it. But I love adding nutritional yeast to my recipes, to my roasted veggies, my salads, my salad dressings, pretty much anything savory I can put it on, I will. Because it's really one of those superfoods that we talk about. So in one serving, you're gonna get over 100% of your daily vitamin B needs, which is really good for boosting energy. There's also 2 grams of protein in 1 tablespoon, which doesn't seem like a lot, but it adds up. And it's pretty significant for such a small amount of food. So the last thing I'm gonna add is just half a teaspoon of salt, and I just like to eyeball it. Okay, so then we need to add some water just to get everything going. You could also do this in a food processor if you don't have a very good blender. You could do it in a Ninja blender, a single serve. They all work. All right. So the longer you blend it, the creamier it's going to get because the heat combined with the motion will really help break down the cashews. So you could let it run for a few minutes even and it would be delicious. And you can make it as thick or as watery as you like by adjusting the amount of water that you add to your sauce. It will thicken up a little bit when you refrigerate it, so I always err on the thin side, knowing it's going to thicken up when I put it in the fridge, since I'm usually making this during one of my meal prep days. So that's pretty much it. It's super, super simple. You just add everything to the blender, really any herbs you have on hand, little bit of salt, cashews, lemon juice. You could add lime juice, would be delicious. And you can use this as a salad dressing, or what I love is a Powerball dressing with roasted veggies and just a heartier salad. So I hope you enjoy this recipe, and I'll see you next time.